What does it mean to bisect something? Well, you probably remember bisecting something at some point in science class. Oh, never mind. I always get those confused. That's dissect. So we're talking about bisect. So it's a little bit similar to dissection. You have the prefix bi meaning two, as in bicycle, two wheels. And you have sect, and just like in dissect, that's going to be cutting up, breaking up. So the word bisect means to divide into two congruent parts. Your friend at one point may have asked you to share your Snickers bar, and you may have broken up the Snickers bar into two pieces, one for each of you. But if these two pieces are not absolutely identical in size and shape, if they're not congruent to each other, then you didn't bisect. You just broke into two parts. But this key part of this, two congruent parts, is what happens when you bisect something. There are a number of things that can bisect a segment. A point, for example, can bisect a segment. And if it does, you're going to want to show tick marks that show that there are two congruent parts. You could use single tick marks in this scenario. You could use double tick marks. You could use triple tick marks. You could also have a scenario in which a ray was bisecting a segment. In this case, the ray is the segment bisector because the ray is breaking the segment up into two congruent parts. We can show that again with the tick marks. A line can also bisect a segment. For example, here, we can see this line is breaking this segment up into two congruent parts. Here are the tick marks that show that. And even a segment can bisect a segment if that segment here is breaking the other segment up into two congruent parts. So let's mark the congruence. So we've seen examples of how points, lines, segments, and rays can all bisect a segment.